my first exposure to the Pacific Crest Trail was when I was 12 years old. I hiked a 50-miler as a Boy Scout. I've always wanted to do more of that section. I have done 2 other of those Boy Scout hikes, but here I am just outside of Etna, California, ready to start a 547-mile hike to Cascade Locks. Starting this morning on July 18th. Should get into Cascade Lock somewhere around the 19th of August. If all goes as planned, wish me luck.
Good luck. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Always beautiful and crisp in the morning. Down in that canyon is the road that came up on Sawyer's Bar Road. Yeah, already up here quite a ways. 63 degrees this morning, and everything looks great. Hey, many times it's hard for me to want to take breaks, but I'm 2 hours in, hiked 6 miles, making 3 miles. An hour is pretty amazing. The trail is really clear. Stopping for a little break, like I say, have lunch in a little bit. That's what I'm looking at. Just took a lunch, finished up with a lunch at 8.5 miles. And I'm going about 2:15 today. There's a lake, which the name escapes me right now, but that's what I'm looking at. The wind was blowing in strong from the west all night last night. This is looking east now, so looks like it blew it all that way. Morning fill up for water. I have a 7.5 mile water carry. I'm going to pack 2.5 liters. It's already really hot. It said 63 when I started. I made it in about 15 miles to a place called Fisher Lake. Did take a swim and actually washed my clothes in the lake. Little stream coming out of it, beautiful little stream. There's some other campers that have come in here. My setup is right here, over next to the creek. Started day 2. Packed up at 6:15, hitting the trail. The sun's already up. I could see in my tent, didn't even need my flashlight. Packed up, and it looks like we're getting back into some granite. Gonna have some climbs today, about 3,000 feet. Got into camp last night about 3 o'clock, and it ends up that there's a lot of sections, or a lot of through hikers that are pretty much hiking through like 20 or 30 miles a day. And so a bunch came in after I got in at 3 o'clock, and pretty much, I think there were 7 of us last night in camp. But I tell you, everybody was quiet and in their tents at 8 o'clock. And for me, that sleeps 6.5 hours, oh, that was agony. Got up at 5, out of there, had some breakfast. Anyway, there's a few of the mountains. Looks like we're getting in. There's a lot more granite type of stuff today. There you go. This is my first patch of snow. Trail's gonna switch back, coming up there. And then there's a saddle right over in there. I think that's where we're going. Entering Marble Mountain Wilderness. It's be just gorgeous, just gorgeous. That's over there was where the saddle was that we came through that I talked about. Just another picture of these Marble Mountains, the wilderness that it is. An unexpected surprise up from the creek with the butterflies on it. A old shingled cabin, and it looks like I'm on the right path. I got to talking with another hiker hiking along. Forgot to record. Just came up from on this picture from right to left in that saddle right there, and then came around the side of the hill here and coming back down this trail. Got another mile or so to a water source, but I'm doing okay. I'm carrying 2 liters still. All right, there you go. Good morning. Started day 3, June 20th? I ended up hiking in 15 miles to a place called Kelsey Lake yesterday, and the lake, you actually couldn't swim in it because there was, I stepped in it with my flip-flop on, and I had to dig it out with my hand. So it was that kind of that kind of evening. So I ended up hiking a couple more miles. I'm showing you a little bit of the background here as I go around. We in the back behind me, that's more to the west. I understand there's a fire that's probably causing that glow. Wind was blowing pretty hard up here last night, and no bugs, and now there's a few bugs. But anyway, I'm enjoying some morning coffee, getting ready to go. It's just about 6 o'clock, but that's a little bit of what I'm seeing here. All right, you guys have a good day. There's that mountain right above camp. Some days you just hike straight up right away. Today's adventure will be heading down this drainage, about a 5,000 foot elevation drop, about 19 miles. I'll be about 7 miles from Seiad Valley, where I'll be able to resupply and take care of everything else. It's supposed to be a nice actual campground down there with pit toilets, a creek to jump in, a river actually to jump in. Should be a nice way to end the day. Been walking through a lot of forest floor today, but it makes you appreciate that as you can really move along. As opposed to walking over rocks where you need to be very deliberate in where you put your foot. Cut your pace down about in half because of that. After a 10-mile morning with 2 breakfasts, I ended up stopping at peanut butter and jelly on tortilla next to this beautiful little creek. Washed my feet, take a half hour off here, and then hit it again. It's really hard to pass up any bridge. Thankful it's here. And also,
Man, it's tough passing up a place you can jump in, but I understand there's one when I get to camp. Hey, recap day 3, made it down to Grider Creek Campground, 19 miles. I didn't plan on going this far, but they had a great place to swim and pit toilets and a chair, a picnic table. And I'm pretty beat. It was hot today. I drank at least 2 gallons of water. I'm 7 miles out from Seiad Valley, and 5 of it's a road walk. So I'll be there pretty early, more so than I was thinking. I plan on 4 days to get there, so it'll be 3.5. But today, walking down the hill, 5,000 foot elevation decrease, descent, and it was just a lot of brush, going through a lot of brush. It was crowding the trail, had some fall downs, but just a grueling day with this heat. Anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching. Here's my camp partner. I mentioned I did 19 miles and I was beat, and there's some new gravel put down. Well, those people putting the gravel down, one of the guys actually gave me a ride into Seiad Valley. He actually took me to the store, got my package, brought me down to a place where we were actually spending the night. And here you got the residents of this trailer park, mobile home park. They end up having this buffet, what they call a potluck, every night. So there's the group that are here. Quite interesting, but so I'm into Seiad Valley a day early. There's my tent and stuff. Anyway, it could have turned out a lot worse because I was really hurting.